Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino. Tuesday, March 7, 2023. The highlight of this day, the thing we all have to look forward to, is frankly revolting. What am I talking about? Well, this morning, we are going to hear Powell be interviewed by the Senate committee slated to inform the American people of what kind of job this guy is doing. What do we know is going on? What is the Federal Reserve doing? Destroying the economy by design. They run the economy, they run the markets, they run the financial system. It's just frankly over here. We don't need any more proof of that because the data round after round after round of it is just abysmal. But you're going to hear again from our loving, caring, all-knowing members of Congress. They're going to thank you. Thank you, sir, for your service. You're amazing. Oh, no accountability. Zero. None. And that really, people, I can't stand it. I really can't stand it. But what would you expect? The man, Powell, Yellowstain, he's their boss. He's the guy that runs it all right? Everything else is just a side act, some kind of freak show. But that's what we have to look forward to. And I'm going to pay attention to it for the sole reason that I can explain to all of you later what actually happened. I'm not looking forward to this. It makes me want to puke. Anyway, with that, let's look over here at the market. Stock futures are slightly in the green. All right. Does that mean that's where we're going to end up? I'm going to tell you right now, whatever comes out of its mouth, Powell, during this meeting is going to move the market. I would think you would agree with me on this. Okay, with that, you got the MMRI at 255. Yesterday was a very interesting phenomenon in this market. I mean, think about how it played out. We had the MMRI at 253. Okay, stocks were off to the races. It really looked as if the MMRI was going to drop, but that didn't happen. Overnight, the night before, we had some entity out here buying all the debt. We had a reversal in the sell-off in debt. Market loved it, started off very nicely, and then as the day progressed, well, the sell-off kind of resumed, and the MMRI did climb. Markets gave up virtually all of their gains, and that's what we got to watch here. Okay, risk in this market right now, people, is not in a good spot. It's really not in a good spot at all. We're in a high risk environment, and anything, in my view, anything could set this off right now. We're really on a hair trigger. So we'll see. Watch the MMRI today during Powell's little powwow with the Senate committee. I think it starts at 7 a.m. I could be wrong on this. 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. No, 10 a.m. Excuse me. It starts at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would make it 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Anyway, that's what we have to look forward to. Let's move forward here. Relative strength of the dollar slightly higher this morning. That's putting some pressure on commodities, although natural gas, after this crazy ride that it's been on, is trying to rebound this morning. Gold and silver are under some pressure. Cryptocurrencies are under a little bit of pressure, except for XRP, which is catching a bid this morning. Crude oil is lower. Look, the market seems to me right now, prior to its speech or its talk before the Senate committee, to be in some kind of a holding pattern. And again, we're going to see how this plays out today. It's completely insane. When you have an environment like we have now, really, it's very difficult. First of all, the market's fake. We all know that. There's no price discovery here. Nothing makes sense because of that. When you have a situation here where the largest aspect of this market is constantly and completely rigged, I'm talking about the debt market by central banks. I mean, how do they keep rates where they are? They can't just say it. You know this, people. They have to get into the market and make it happen. And this has created this environment of a non-reality where nothing makes sense anymore. Disconnects between what the market is doing in the economy, the global economy, which is in free fall. And it's got nowhere to go but much worse because central banks are pushing this by design. This is what their goal is. And again, you're not going to hear a single member of Congress today, point this fact out to the Fed chair. I mean, it's unbelievable. But again, do you realize that we have no representation at all? Zero? I don't know about you, but, it really bothers me. We should be in full revolt right now. Full revolt. We have representatives here who are not doing their job whatsoever here in the United States. And this is a phenomenon around the world as central banks solidify their power. And what are the people doing? Nothing. They've been dumbed down and they've been turned into passive idiots. Just willing to take whatever thrashing that's dished out to them by the powers that be. And these are the central banks. It's unbelievable. It really is. It's just crazy to see in my view. But what we're witnessing here is going to get progressively worse here. There's just no doubt about it. Anyway, look, just going back to this market, keep your eyes, forget about the stock market, all right? Everyone's looking at the Dow. Forget about the Dow for a moment. Look at the market drivers here, especially while it's talking today, all right? Some of you are going to be watching this video after it speaks today before the Senate committee, and we're going to see the fallout. So keep your eyes on the MMRI today. If it moves, if by some miracle, let's just put out a hypothetical here, okay? Let's just say Powell opens up his pie hole and sprays sunshine all over the markets and everything else. You would see the MMRI drop. You would see the stock market go higher. If in fact he tries to pull off, inflation is really, really bad and the Fed, we're fighting inflation. We're really serious about it this time. And even though we lied that it was peaking and we lied that it was transitory and we lied that it was temporary and we lied that it was sticky too. Just don't worry about it. I mean, where's the accountability? I really want to hear from you people because it drives me crazy. Zero accountability in this environment. Look, but this does not change at all what you and I are going to do. Let me just set the stage for you real quick. We are going to continue, our number one thing, betting against the debt, becoming our own central banks. That means holding hard assets, okay? The global debt bubble is going to balloon from here. No matter how you want to slice it, dice it, whatever you want to do, that's where the global debt bubble is going to go. Much, much higher. With regard to the economy, free fall, okay? Waves, mark my words on this, waves of unemployment are coming. Layoffs, to a much greater degree, are coming down the pike here as the corporate agenda is fulfilled. And these corporations are laying off people by the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. And that's just the way that's going to go here. We are seriously moving into a depression environment, a global depression environment. And this global depression environment is deliberate. The piece I read to you yesterday, my post-market wrap-up, if you did not see yesterday's post-market wrap-up, how I said that the whole system is in a state of decay. The whole system is coming apart and it's accelerating. For those of you that do subscribe to my free newsletter, okay, link in the description of this video. You have a copy of that in your inbox. I hope you take that and you utilize that and you share it. Because look, I really feel like we discuss right here what's going to happen. And if you look back at what we have discussed, go back a couple of months and look where we are now, you will see that everything is playing out pretty much exactly as we said. And I can promise you, inflation is going to skyrocket much higher from here, regardless of what comes out of its mouth today and how the Fed and central banks are in a fight to control inflation. No, it's all a lie. It's a distraction. They're going to continue to inflate, period. I don't care what the Fed's public balance sheet says. Have them reveal to us the off-balance sheet or the non-public balance sheet. That's what I want to see. But again, you and I, not even the President of the United States is privy to see that, just so you know. This is an institution with zero oversight. Oh, it may seem like that as he appears before the Senate committee. Oh, there is oversight. Our representatives really care about us and they're representing us. No. Thank you, sir. As they lick his toes and crud out between those toes. Thank you. Thank you so much for your service. Like he's some kind of war hero or something. You can't make this stuff up. It's impossible to do. All right, people, look, you know the deal. We got the drill down. We know what we're doing. We know why we're doing it, and we're not going to stop, all right? This guy here loves you a lot. Please comment on what I've discussed here. I want to hear from you, and we'll reconvene here later live. You know what I'm going to tell you. 1:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time live. I hope to see all of you there, and we're gonna sum this all up, all right? See you later.